Hello, my friends. You have a girlfriend. She comes to you and asks you to do something very hard for you to do. And when you try to decline or hesitate, she goes, "You will do it if you truly love me." Have you been in that kind of a situation before? I have. On our show today, we will be talking about things you can do and things you cannot do, even if you are madly in love. Welcome to Nikki's Nuggets, where we talk together. I am your host and your best friend, Nicholas Efemena Orerime. We'll be right back.
No one has it all.
That's right.
No one knows it all.
Oh yeah.
What you know, what I know, it's a game. It's Nikki's Nuggets.
Yay.
Welcome back. Back in the day, I had a girlfriend. She was living in Delta State, Nigeria, while I was living and working in Lagos State. Because of distance, I used to visit with her twice or sometimes 3 times in a year. I visited her once, and while I was getting ready to go back to Lagos, she made a request of me. You know, when your girl comes to you and say, "This thing I am about to ask you, promise me you will say yes." Many of us men will just say, "Yes, I will do it. You know I love you. I will do anything for you." That thing can put you in trouble. Nowadays, if you come and ask me, "Nick, promise me you will do this," when I have not heard, I would say, "No, no, no." Say it loud and clear. If I can do it, I will say yes. If I cannot, I will simply say no. But anyway, I told my girlfriend, "Go ahead, say it. I will do anything." And she goes, "Promise me that the next time you visit me, you will come back with hair on your head." Oops. I'm like, "Oh no. Why did you make this difficult request?" This one is a very difficult one. You met me like this. All this time you have been with me, you know that I do not keep hair. So why now? She goes, "If you love me like you said, you will do this for me and for love. Besides, you already promised." Oh, I said, "Okay, I will try." But in my mind, I knew this was going to be really hard and tough. Went back to Lagos. I tried the first week because usually I run my clipper on my head twice or 3 times a week. But now I have made a promise. I tried. It wasn't working. I tried the whole of January. Didn't work. Okay. I was to go back to Delta in April. I said, okay, maybe February I will try to keep this promise. Well, I struggled, but I did it. I kept hair on my head February, March, April. And when I was going back to Delta, I was feeling good that I have kept this promise. I even bought my girlfriend a camera phone because then she wasn't having a camera phone. When my girlfriend saw me, she like, oh, look how sweet and cute you are. I told you the hair will be so good on you. Look how handsome you are now. My God. In my mind, this girl has no idea what I am going through with this hair on my head. It was like a burden. But for love, I was smiling. I said, oh, yeah. I gave her a camera phone. Oh my God, she was overwhelmed with joy. You brought hair for me. I also brought me a phone. Oh, there's no other man like you in this world. Well, after that visit, when I went back to Lagos, in my mind, I have kept the promise. Once I got back to Lagos, in fact, on my way home, I was singing Clipper, Clipper. Because I had carried that hair for 3 months with so much discomfort. Once I got back, oh my God, took everything down, shaved. I came back to my normal hairless head. I used to call myself hairless head. So I came back to my normal hairless head. While I was cutting my hair, I was having missed calls on my phone from my girlfriend, wanting to find out if I had arrived safely. After taking my shower, I went back, I called her. And she said, no, I want to call you on video call. I said, well, of course, fine. Well, she now has a camera phone. Go ahead. And she called me on video. I answered. I said, hey, baby. As I was on the phone, all those, excitement and stuff. My girlfriend was staring at the phone. And the question was, what happened to your hair? Oh, shoot! It was then I even realized that, oh, she now has a camera phone. This is video call. Now she has seen my hairless head. As I was trying to explain, pam, 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 call ended. I tried to call her back. Call declined. For that whole day, my girlfriend refused to answer the phone. By the next day, I kept on trying. And then there comes a text message. I cannot be with a man who is a promise breaker, a pretender. You lied to me, pretended. Oh. To cut long story short, my relationship ended on account of hair. Well, I was not able to grow hair on my head for love. Many relationships have ended because one partner was not able to grant the demands of another partner. Take, for instance, a man marries a very beautiful, young, hardworking woman. After marrying her and bringing her home, he tells the woman, "Now I have married you. You now belong to me and to me alone. Henceforth, I need you to quit your job. Because each time you go to your job looking all clean and sexy with these your beautiful dresses, I get envious that men will be looking at you. I feel that I will lose you to other men. So I have all the money. There's money to take of you and me and our unborn children for generations. You don't need to work anymore. Stay home. Apart from staying home, in fact, most of these your dresses, you will no longer be using them. He will select the ones according to him are too revealing. Those ones are now out of use. The big ones, those big t-shirts and skirts, that is the one she will now be wearing because they are not as revealing as these other ones. And should the woman say, "Oh no, I'm not going to quit my job or give up my career only because I am now married to you"? No, no, no. And the man will say, "Well, if you love me as you claim, you will do this for me. You will do this for love." There are a lot of women that have, succumbed to demands like that from their partners. Some others have said, "Well, to hell with this marriage. I'm going to go ahead and work and put on my clothes." There are different demands that come with love. Some you can keep, some you cannot keep. There is another example I will share. I used to have a friend back then in that same Lagos. We were teachers together in the same school. He wanted to have a business, so he saved up money so he could open for him a barber's shop. After saving for like 3 whole years, the same month he wanted to start this business. Here comes his girlfriend. "Hey babe, I want a BlackBerry phone." Then there was this phone called BlackBerry. And she wanted that phone by all cost. Well, my friend said, this money is for my barber's shop. "Well, if you love me, you will buy this phone for me." My friend went ahead and bought the phone for his girlfriend. When my nosy self tried to ask why, he said, "I don't want my girlfriend to think that I do not love her enough. And I also wanted her to know that I can make sacrifices for her." Oh, beautiful. But if it was me, I would think and act differently. There are women who never knew how to smoke cigarettes or do drugs until they started a relationship with their men. There are couples or boys and girls dating. One says, I cannot go to bed with the lights on. If you turn off the light, I will be scared. I will have nightmares. The man says, well, I cannot go to bed unless I turn off the light. Who will shift ground for who? What can you do for love? And what can you not do for love? I want us to talk about this together. I have just 3 questions for us to, talk about. My first question, simple. What is it that you cannot do, even if you are madly in love? Number 2, would you say my haircut meant that I didn't really love my girlfriend? Number 3, if you have a good and reasonable ground for declining the request made by your partner, should that be enough to terminate that relationship? You see, on this show, we just talk together. Share with me, share with us. If you had been in this kind of situation before, how did you handle it? Did it go well? Or did it end your relationship? Talking together is learning together. Sharing your ideas are very helpful because it can help a boy somewhere or a girl somewhere struggling to make a decision because of these kinds of demands. So, I'll be looking forward to hearing from you. I want to know your opinion on this matter. Video responses are allowed. I would appreciate 3 video responses for my 3 questions. And by our next video, we put all our ideas together, all our sharings together, and be able to find a common ground on how to deal with uncomfortable requests from our partners. That way, we are fostering our love and unity. And then we are all trying to build a better community. Until I come your way next week, please do what you know you can do. Say yes only to what you know you can do. I'll see you soon.
Hello guys, did you enjoy this episode? Please like, comment, subscribe and share to your loved ones. Bye!